Well, another way people pick personality traits is through their star sign. I cannot tell you how many times my mom said, stop being such a Virgo. But the truth is there's a lot more to how astrology is believed to affect our personalities, and it goes beyond just our rising sign. Stephanie Gailing is the author of The Complete Guide to Astrological Self-Care, and she knows a thing or two about the zodiac. Stephanie joins me now. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I love that we're talking about this because astrology has long been held as a personality type, but it's also kind of gaining in popularity of late, right?
Yeah, in the last handful of years, I think as more and more people are looking for tools to enhance their level of self-awareness, as well as with the advent of technologies, it's much more accessible now for people.
Because that is the thing with astrology. We all know, oh, you're a Virgo if you're this and that. But there's more to it, right? What we know of, for the most part, is our rising sign. What do the other signs mean?
Yeah, so most people know, because you can know if you know your birthday, most people know their birthday, and you can know where your sun sign is, right? And that will tell you a lot about who you are. But of course, there's more than 12 different types of people. So you can run your chart, and then the next thing that you would do is you would look for, where's your moon? Oh. The moon is what nourishes me, what nurtures me, how do I react instinctively and emotionally, right? So we take that with our sun sign, and now with our moon sign, we now can have more detail. And then our rising sign is, how do I orient to life? You know, if I met you in 5 minutes, how would I describe you or you me? So again, we're getting more of a nuance of the different aspects and different facets of who we are.
Okay, this is fascinating because I always thought our rising sign was our sun sign, but that's it, right?
Exactly.
When the day we're born in the month, that is our sun sign.
Exactly.
How do we find our other signs? How do I know what my moon sign is or my rising sign?
Yeah, so there's a lot of great free resources. You can go to astro.com or sodivine.us to run your chart, or a lot of people have the apps like CoStar app, and you can run your chart there.
That's awesome. Now, do you have to know anything specific, like the time you were born and stuff?
Very good. Yes, you need to know the time you were born, ideally the exact time you were born, and the place. City, state, country.
Oh, that's handy. I remember that. I'll have to dig a little bit about what time I was born. Do you find that a lot of folks just pay attention to their sun sign and don't really kind of give note to the other parts that are nurturing us?
Yeah, so this is what's been so interesting over the years, where more and more people are accessing the language of astrology. And it used to be, when I first started doing this a while back, people would be like, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Pisces, I'm an Aries. And now people are like, oh, what's your moon? What's your rising sign? So people have much more accessibility to that and more awareness that is enhancing their knowledge of themselves.
Yeah.
And other people, of course.
Oh, that's key. Oh, yes, you are right. Would you say that some people are still, actually I know some people are still very skeptical about astrology and not really seeing what essentially the truth in it, if that's where they struggle? What do you say to folks like that?
I say you don't necessarily need to believe in this, just try it on. You know, look to see if you know your sun sign, find out your moon and your rising sign, and then just see, does this give me more language to help me to understand myself, my skills, my talents, my desires, the challenges in my life? And if it does, then it's great information.
This is what I always say to anyone when it comes to these things. It doesn't hurt,
Exactly.
you know, and even if it's always something to open up a conversation. Do I feel this way? And that's what I think is key, is opening up these conversations with ourselves. What have you personally gained from studying astrology?
So it's really helped me to both understand myself, right? And then in understanding myself, to embrace myself, have more, acceptance of who I am.
Yeah.
It's also been this incredible tool that I use with my clients, and they then get the gift of, again, embracing themselves, understanding themselves, and also understanding what's this time period about? How should I navigate my life? What choices should I make at this moment based upon what I know from an astrology perspective?
And there's no doubt that when certain ages come up that are, and that's societal, I would say. When I turned 40, that was a whoo, but it felt good. I was in a good place. And so I think that maybe finding out more about that and the years and the times and the dates would be very interesting.
Yeah, it's really helpful, especially when you're moving through those life transitions,
yes,
to have that extra awareness, to have that language to really understand, what is this that I'm being invited to move through at this point in my life?
I love it. Well, Stephanie, we keep this book here at King 5 all the time, The Complete Guide to Astrological Self-Care. Stephanie, thank you so much for your time as always.
Thank you.